The Chicago Bears walked off Soldier Field with a 24-24 draw against the Miami Dolphins in their preseason opener, but to anyone watching closely, this was far from an empty result. Preseason games aren't measured in wins and losses. They're measured in player evaluations, momentum shifts, and the emergence of unexpected names who could help shape the regular season roster. From the opening whistle, it was clear that the Bears were intent on using this game as a proving ground. The lineup was a blend of projected starters, high-potential rookies, and players on the roster bubble. The goal? See who could shine under live conditions, and a few did so in spectacular fashion. No player stole the spotlight more than rookie defensive end Austin Booker. For a player still learning the pro game, his performance was nothing short of jaw-dropping. In limited snaps, Booker racked up 6 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, a forced fumble, and 4 quarterback hits. His strip sack of Miami quarterback Quinn Ewers was a momentum-shifting play, recovered by linebacker Power Eccles deep in Dolphins territory and quickly converted into a Bears touchdown. Booker's performance raised an important question. Can this type of production translate against first-team offensive linemen? It's one thing to overwhelm second and third string competition. It's another to beat starting caliber tackles consistently. The Bears hope that with continued development, Booker can grow into a rotational pass rusher capable of playing 30 to 40% of defensive snaps, bringing much-needed depth behind starters Montez Sweat and Dayo Odeyingbo. He wasn't the only defender to make an impact. Dominique Robinson also recorded a sack, reinforcing the idea that Chicago's pass rush, often criticized in past seasons, may have more depth than anticipated. The Dolphins quarterback spent much of the game under pressure, a promising sign for defensive coordinator Eric Washington's scheme. On offense, rookie wide receiver Luther Burden III made the most of his opportunities. His best moment came on a 3rd and 15 play when he ran a precise 16-yard route to the sticks, displaying excellent awareness and route discipline. Later, with only a second left before halftime, he caught a short drag route and alertly stepped out of bounds to set up a field goal, a small but critical example of situational awareness. Burden is entering one of the most crowded wide receiver rooms in the league, headlined by Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, and Alamide Zakos, none of whom played in this opener. While his role will likely be rotational to start, his quick separation and strong hands suggest he'll force his way onto the field sooner rather than later. The quarterback situation offered 2 contrasting performances. Case Keenum was steady and reliable, completing 8 of 10 passes for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. His first score was a crafty sidearm flick to running back Juwan Hankins after stepping up in the pocket, while his second was a perfectly placed red zone fade to rookie Jaden Walker. Keenum's experience allows him to avoid unnecessary risks while keeping the offense on schedule. Tyson Bagent, meanwhile, brought flashes of brilliance mixed with inconsistency. His highlight was a 16-play, 94-yard scoring drive capped by a 4th down touchdown pass under heavy pressure. But he also missed on a slant to Burden and threw an interception on a tipped pass in traffic. While Bagent's ceiling might be higher than Keenum's, his floor is lower, making the backup quarterback competition one of the more intriguing storylines heading into Week 2 of the preseason. Another defensive standout was linebacker Noah Sewell. He delivered a trio of impact plays, multiple open field tackles, a forced fumble with a signature peanut punch, and a critical 4th and goal stop at the 1-yard line. His speed and instincts were on full display, and coaches will likely test him with more first-team reps in practice. Rounding out the list of early winners was rookie wideout Jaden Walker, who caught 3 passes for 41 yards and a touchdown. At 6'2" and 207 pounds, Walker brings size and athleticism, but what impressed most was his resilience. After missing an early 4th down catch in the end zone, he bounced back with a strong performance, including the touchdown grab from Keenum. The day after the game, Hollis Hall was buzzing with more than just post-game film review. Multiple sources inside the building revealed that the coaching staff is planning a significant adjustment to next week's practice rotations. Players like Austin Booker and Noah Sewell, who thrived against Miami's backups, are expected to see extended reps against starters in the lead up to the joint practice with the Buffalo Bills. This isn't just routine evaluation. By placing these rookies in direct competition with veteran starters, the Bears are fast-tracking their development and gauging whether their preseason dominance can translate into regular season performance. For Booker, that means testing his pass rush technique against Pro Bowl caliber tackles. For Sewell, it means reading and reacting to elite quarterbacks and running backs, a critical step in his growth. Adding to the intrigue, the Bears' top receivers, Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, and Olamide Zaccoz, are expected to return to light practice this week. While they were held out against Miami as a precaution, the plan is to get them back into rhythm with quarterbacks Caleb Williams, Tyson Bagent, and Case Keenum before the preseason ends. This should provide a better sense of how the passing game looks at full strength. Before we continue breaking down the rest of the winners and losers from this opener, here's a quick reminder for our fans. Before listening to the latest news, subscribe to the channel, like it, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Let's move on to the new news. Injury updates are also shaping the week ahead. While none of the injuries sustained against Miami are confirmed to be season-ending, the Bears will be cautious. Running back Travis Homer calf, cornerback Terrell Smith groin, and defensive back Major Burns knee are all being monitored closely. Offensive lineman Luke Newman remains in concussion protocol. These situations may influence how much work certain position groups get during joint practices. In short, the Bears aren't simply moving on from this game, they're using it as a live-action blueprint for the next phase of roster building. The emphasis for the week ahead is clear. Put the standouts in tougher matchups, manage injuries carefully, and keep building toward a sharper, more cohesive unit for Week 1. While there were many bright spots, the game also revealed areas that still need work. Trey Flowers was perhaps the most glaring defensive concern. Despite recording 6 tackles and 2 pass breakups, he was targeted heavily by Miami's quarterbacks and struggled to keep pace. His diminished speed and questionable instincts suggest his best days are behind him, making it unlikely he'll claim a roster spot over younger, faster options like Tariq Stevenson, Deshaun Wright, or Terrell Smith, health permitting. J.P. Richardson, another rookie receiver, also had a quiet night. 2 catches for 7 yards simply won't be enough for an undrafted free agent to make the roster. He showed flashes in camp, but with Jaden Walker stepping up, Richardson will need to deliver a breakout performance soon to stay in the mix. The injury list was an unfortunate subplot. Major Burns' knee injury came after a missed tackle, while Travis Homer's calf injury threatens the already thin running back depth. Terrell Smith's groin issue is a continuation of his injury history, raising concerns about his durability. Luke Newman's concussion leaves the Bears searching for answers on their second-tier interior offensive line depth. Speaking of the offensive line, Chris Glazer had a difficult outing, missing key assignments and losing leverage at the point of attack. While Ryan Bates remains the clear top interior backup, the second spot is still wide open. Players like Karan Amegaji, once healthy, could get more looks. One quiet but significant positive came from kicker Cairo Santos, who drilled a 57-yard field goal with room to spare. While there's no real competition for his job, that kind of long-range accuracy is a weapon in close games. Looking forward, the Bears' next test will come in joint practices with the Buffalo Bills, followed by the second preseason game on Sunday. Joint practices often provide the most realistic evaluation opportunities of the summer as teams go full speed in controlled but competitive situations. This will be the Bears' chance to see if rookies like Booker, Sewell, Burden, and Walker can perform when the level of competition jumps significantly. For head coach Matt Eberflus and his staff, the preseason opener offered both encouragement and clarity. The Bears have legitimate young talent emerging in key spots, but depth issues and injury concerns remain. If the promising performances from Saturday night can be built upon, and if the injury list can be kept short, Chicago could enter Week 1 with one of the most balanced rosters they've had in years.